they're still reliving some of these feelings that they felt before, because it's like maybe when they see you, maybe when they talk to you, they fall in love with you again, or they remember all the great times. It's like the connection that connects back to the past because they haven't moved forward. They're almost trying to play the smart role of, let me keep you close. I'm going to keep you close. How about we stay around each other? What's going on in your life still? Oh, I hope all is well. And it's almost like every month they hit you with the hope everything is okay. I want you to always regret losing me too. What it do, what is up, my BBossBaddies and my Balmain fellas? It is your girl Bosana, and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about 5 things to know that they regret losing you. Now I'm going to be listing 5 things, of course, going down to 1. I hope this video, of course, helps you guys out. If it does, make sure you give me a big thumbs up because it makes me push so many videos out for you guys. And moving on, of course, make sure you check out my Patreon. I will be dropping one more video this week. I'm so excited because it's really fun dropping videos on there and only on there. So if you guys want to check it out, make sure you go right now to check out 3 keys of you need to know for texting women. And I also have Women I'll Always Be There. So yes, do that by just clicking the link down below or checking it out on Patreon, BBossArmy. And then lastly, of course, make sure you follow me on my social media. And now we can actually get into it. So of course, you know, we start from 5, go down to 1. So that means what? You gotta watch until the end to get the number 1 thing. Number 5 on my list is that they still want you in their life. Now, if you don't end things too bad, or it seems that years later, months later down the line, your ex is coming back into your life slowly or just peering here and there, and they insist or they kind of act as if they are still in your life or they should be in your life. So pretty much what's happening is like the ex feels like they need to stay close to you. And it could be for multiple reasons. Most common reason would be because they want to know what's going on in your life. Not only that, out of all the things that I'm going to tell you guys today, you have to take in with every advice. Every ex, most of the time, has too much pride. A lot of exes have too much pride. It's just something so common. And so that's why they regret losing you, but they'll never actually do the actions to actually try to get you back, unless it's like small little things that don't hurt their pride too much. So when that happens, your ex is trying to keep you close, but in a sense, they're still trying to hope that you will be the one to insist that they should get back together, or you will make the moves for them to actually get back together. So they're almost trying to play the smart role of, let me keep you close. I'm going to keep you close. How about we stay around each other? What's going on in your life still? Oh, I hope all is well. And it's almost like every month they hit you with the hope everything is okay. Maybe one day we can catch up. It's like, why are you still trying to have me a part of your life when we are done, when you were my ex? And that's simply because they regret losing you. Most times when exes don't talk at all, it's really because they don't care anymore. They don't have feelings for you. Everything is done. You know, that's how they look at it. But when it's still that case, it's like there's still some sort of feelings in them that feel the need to actually stay in communication with you. So moving on to the next thing is they still bring up the past. Oh my goodness. You know those exes? Like me dealing with consultations, I know the exes, but that tell me about, oh, they're always talking about when this happened. They always bring up everything that happened before. I try to talk about the present. And that's the thing. You guys try to talk about the present, what's going on now, but they're still drifting it right back to the past, and that's because they regret losing you. They're still reminiscing. That's the problem. Without you around, they're still thinking about the past. With you around, they're still thinking about the past, but now they can actually talk about the past. It's like they're still living in the past, and that's because there's still so much love or emotion, and it could be so much, you know, discouraging feelings and upsetting feelings or hurting feelings, but they're still reliving some of these feelings that they felt before, because it's like maybe when they see you, maybe when they talk to you, they fall in love with you again, or they remember all the great times. It's like the connection that connects back to the past because they haven't moved forward. They're not looking towards, you know, wanting to be with somebody. And that's a big factor too. Like, yeah, you go through the whole breakup, but when people actually go to the point where they're forgetting about their ex, they're moving on, it takes time. When you actually have real love, it takes time. And so they actually cannot move forward, and they're still living in the past. And it's like when they have reoccurring events that remind them of the past, it brings them to the past, and they still feel those feelings. And obviously it causes them to regret losing you, and it causes them to talk about the past. So moving on to number 3 on my list is they admit their mistakes. Now, I feel like most of the time there is both issues. There is both problems from both ends, because it could be a lack of communication where it's like something that they keep doing, but you don't know how to get to them or how to help them stop fixing it. Whatever it is, it all results for you guys to break up. the way I look at it is like, it should never get to that point if something hasn't been fixed together, because in any situation, anything can be fixed. But you guys have to come into an agreement. You guys have to both believe like, this is what we need to do, or you guys want this relationship, both of you guys. Like I say, feelings have to be mutual, right? So if it's like that, then you guys won't get to the point where you go through a breakup. So we're going right back to the mistakes have to be explained. She explains, he explains the problem, the mistakes, whatever. It's because they actually analyzed, they actually understood, and most likely they've forgiven everything, where they actually see and understand it now that what they did wrong was this. They could have done this better. They were part of the problem why you guys broke up. And it's almost a regretting feeling, because you know, when you apologize or you're admitting your mistakes, you're almost having that feeling inside of you that, you know, a little guilt, a little like, I wish I would have did this better, or, you know, I realized that I wasn't treating you so well. You deserved better at that time. And it's a whole lot of guilt, and guilt really does make you regret things. It makes you regret the person, because it's like, I should have did this better. You're almost bringing it right back to you being the problem. And when you're the problem, you feel like you need to fix it. You could have done this to fix it. You should have did this. And that only makes you feel like, I regret. Even if they don't want you back, because you have to understand, when they regret you, it doesn't mean that they want you back. Even if they don't want you back, yes, they regret losing you, and they know their mistakes, and they feel bad. Yeah, they regret losing you. But like I just said, some exes really don't want that relationship again. Maybe it's like a traumatic thing for them, where they always feel a certain way. They don't want to experience hurting again, or, you know, even the thought of knowing they could hurt again, just anything of that. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, remember the difference, which is so important. I'm surprised I didn't say in the beginning, but regretting can lead them to wanting you back or not wanting you back. It all depends on your ex, but they still can regret it, and that's done by showing and talking about their mistakes, and maybe almost trying to fix it if you have that type of ex that's like, oh, you know, it's time for us to try this again. Moving on to number 2, they always bring up how well they're doing. Now, this is not in every situation. You guys have to remember, take little things that you notice about your ex to know that they're regretting losing you, because some of the stuff won't add up together. Like, your ex can't really admit the mistakes and then jump into, oh, I'm doing this so well and this is my next plans and everything like that. So I'm saying, like, sometimes it's just one thing, but it's still rare, and it still happens where exes are talking about all 5 things that I'm talking about right now. They're still doing all 5 things. I've heard of it before. What I'm trying to say with this is, like, they're talking about how well they're doing because they're trying to almost brainwash, and they're trying to install in their head that they're fine without you. Truthfully, deep down inside, they know how much they messed up. They know how much they can't get better. They know how much they did to actually ruin the relationship. And even if it's not that case, they really keep trying to fill in their head, you're good, you're okay, you'll find better. And it's like they have to explain that to you so they look like they look good. And almost in a sense, for some exes, they want to do that because they want you to want them more. They want you to feel like, oh, wow, they're doing better than me. Oh, my goodness, I want them back. I don't want them to do better than me. That's how some exes think. That's how some exes feel like that's how they're going to get you back. So they're always constantly talking about, how are you doing better than me? Oh, I'm doing this now. This is what I'm doing. You know, and it's like, it's initiating so much problems still, and people don't realize it, but people think sometimes it's the biggest solution, which it is, but it all depends on your mentality and mature wise, because some people don't look at it as that. If you're the type of person that can accept and move forward, you'll look at that and you'll bless them as in, I'm so grateful for you, I wish the best for you, and all that, right? You're not gonna look at it as, oh my goodness, I don't want you doing better than me at all. So yeah, some exes feel like, let me just keep telling you, I'm doing better than you, I'm doing better than this, or I'm doing so much better than before, I'm so happy, when it's the complete opposite. So watch out for that. And the number 1 thing on my list is they leave you with memories. Oh my goodness, this is such a common thing that people don't want to take away the stuff that they know you'll remember them by, and that's because they want you to remember them. And also, they haven't fully moved on, or they're not in a place where they've forgiven the relationship. They didn't really forget about the relationship. So they want you to live in that moment that they're living in, and they're regretting losing you in a sense. Like, no, I'm not coming to pick up my stuff. You keep my stuff. You know? And they also feel like, I know you're not going to throw it because you still have love for me, but they still have love for you as well. So that's why they say, I'm not going to go get my stuff. Yeah, we didn't work out. I still regret losing you, but I'm not going to get my stuff. I want you to always regret losing me too. So there you guys have it for 5 things that show that your ex regrets losing you. Like I said, some of the stuff might not all be on the list. Some of the stuff could be other things. There's so much stuff. There's so many meanings behind it. But if you watch my other videos, hopefully you guys get something from here and there, or maybe just from there. But other than that, make sure you drop down your comments below of what you guys would like to see next. Make sure, of course, you check out my Patreon. I will be dropping, like I said, a video this week. And of course, make sure you check out my social media, and you guys will see me in my next video. Bye, guys.